Hello. Today we're mostly going to be making bread.
Strong white bread flour, 500 grams of any flour, as long as it's not self-raising, I've found works. Right? I like to put some porridge oats in, they're rather nice. You will also need some lukewarm water, which isn't in there at the moment. Some yeast. I dare you to find a packet of that. I happen to have had a load knocking about, so you can buy that off me if you really want it. About 30 quid. I don't know, lockdown craziness. A little jar for making a yeast starter. You'll also need some sugar to go with that. I like some salt and pepper to go in there as well. Okie dokie, right, let's get started. I'm going to grind a load of salt into my bread mix. Okay, now I'm going to make a yeast starter, which is a glass of warmish warm water with a teaspoon of sugar in it, and to which I'm going to add my yeast. I should have prepared that a little better. There we go. A load back in the room. Cut the top off the yeast. So now we've got sugary water. Add the yeast to the sugary water. Give it a stir. It's quite important this, I think, anyway. Makes your bread, I don't know what it does with it, just makes your yeast work quicker. There you go. So there we have a yeast starter. We'll wait until that starts to really bubble at the top, which it will as the yeast starts working. Okie dokie. Okay, into my floury mix, I'm going to add some lukewarm water. Now, lukewarm water, I can put my finger in it. It's not it's never boiling hot at all. Lukewarm is about skin temperature. I'm going to mix this into my flour until I get like until it all keeps together. Not quite enough, maybe a little bit more. And there we go. Da-di-da, da-di-da-di-da. Okay, I like to do this before my yeast mix is ready. Just sort of sticking my fingers in it and squidging it out so it all mixes together. Probably a bread maker does this, I don't know. There you go. Right, and to that, there we go. We've got a kind of doughy lump there. All that is flour, a bit of seasoning and some water. Here is the yeast ready to go. You can see it's got some bubbles for you, so you get a quicker rise. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my dough, which is going to make it go really, really liquidy. Okay, so we'll now start adding some oats, porridge oats, just because I rather like that they make it a nicer bread. And we'll add a little bit more flour, not too much. And I've also got some spare lukewarm water there, so I'm going to mix that into there. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. As we mix it, we may find ourselves adding a little bit more flour as we go on. Of course you can have some, darling. There we go. Right, that is a good hunk of dough. Alright, it's really gooey, which is good. We want gooey. I'm going to add some more oats to that, because I like my oats in a bit of bread. Just make me feel like I'm eating a little bit less carb. There we go, it makes me feel like it's a bit better. There we go, right. Now that's really stiff. Next thing to do, maybe just add a little bit of oil. Yeah. Oh, voila. This will help the dough and it will also help clean my fingers. There we go. A little bit of oil. There we go. There we go. Now that is the dough mix. Right. So you want a dry surface for the next bit, really. This is a dough that's been left sitting for 5 minutes. Right, there's our dough. We're going to get it flexing. Would you like a bit? Yeah. There you go. Always give Ruby a bit of dough.
You always do that.
There you go.
Oh, squishy.
Right, okay, there we go. So, it's a really flexible dough, is this? So, now we're just going to need...
Now, we're going to need this for 10 minutes. It's got to be 10 minutes. That's important. Glutens in it. Now I've been doing it for about 8 minutes or so. Now glutens, everybody does a terrible thing, but yeah, they probably are, but I don't know. If you don't have bread, you might as well make your own bread and not eat it very often and have really nice bread, I reckon. And then you see how different that does become. It's a damn good workout as well. Upper body strength and all that lot. Put your body into it.
Pliant and stretchy. Okay, so what we're going to do next
a bit of a swishy wash, and I've now got my bowl, a little bit of oil in there, just like a teaspoon of oil in there, just to put it around the bowl. So now we've got to proof our bread. A little bit of water on there, on the top of the dough, which will just aid it from sticking to the top of this. And I put a tea towel over it, thusly.
Tallest and warmest point in the kitchen, covered with a tea towel, next to Norman Wisdom for about 45 minutes.
Norman says it's ready. Okay, so now we have our floaty light dough mix. Right, we're going to just pack it down a little. Alright, I've got some water. Whoop. Well, I'm putting it into my oven. Right, my oven is preheated at quite a high heat. It's probably gas mark 6 to 7. Right, this is going to create steam in the oven. Steam is really important for your crust. Right, if you get a lot of steam in your oven, then you get a lighter crust. Right. Right, so now let's just cross it up there, blah blah blah. Get me thumb out. There we go. As we put the oil in, it's become a lovely lump. Right, and what we're going to do is we're just going to lob it. Get rid of that, don't need it. Lob it in there. This takes ages. I'll tell you what, this is like a whole day of a job making a good loaf. Right, and now, there we go. It's going to go in there. So we can get a knife. There we are. I'm going to score it crossways. That's how I do mine anyway. Score it crossways like that. Mainly from the centre out. Don't know why, seems to work better. Right, part it like that. So we've got like 4/4, that works well for me. There you go, and then I'm going to leave that to proof for probably another hour. Okay, the secret is to get an old tuna tin, well washed out, with some hot water in, and put that in the bottom of the oven. This will create steam, and the steam will create a soft crust. Okay, that's the secret, steam.
Now, these things take time, but that is a stunning loaf. Look at that. Whoa. Lovely. And that is how to make some bread. It takes ages.